Alright YouTube, I'm in Piqua at the Miami Valley Center Mall, and we're going to see just how well this mall is doing economically. This space is for lease right here. Looks like, I don't know what this place was right here, but they got the windows covered up. A restaurant for lease right here. This is empty. So, the food court, there only looks like there might be a couple places inside of here that are doing well. If I have to put the camera down, it might be because of a security guard, but here we got another vacancy right here that is gone. So couple restaurants right here, Subway, American Eater. There, it looks like there's only 4 or so. It's around 1:30, no customers. Right here. Charlie's Philly cheesesteak. Food court's only got about 7 or 8 people in it here. Center at Miami Valley. This room is for rent, so this is clearly vacant. Finish line, they look like they got about 10 or 12 in it here. This is not a very big mall, so it's more of an inside strip mall. Deb, they look like there's nobody in there. Elegant Nails, a few people in there. Christian Life Piqua, this thing looks like it is vacant. Nirvana, hardly anybody in there. Collectibles, same as well. Payless Shoe Source, a few people in there, not a whole lot. Another for lease sign right here. Bath and Bodyworks, only about 3 or 4 people in there. Portrait Creations, that's dead. It's around 1:30 in the afternoon. K Jewelers, about 3 or 4 in there. Oh, this looks like this went bellied up too. GNC, I don't know, they got nobody in there hardly. Now this is not something you see too often around anymore. Music store, these are fairly outdated, FYE. You don't see a lot of music stores around anymore because of things like Walmart and Best Buy in general. But they look like there's about 3 or 4 people in there. And you can kind of tell by the murals on the wall, that's just a way of masking what used to be vacancies. Mid-America Management, so it looks like they've got a big hand in this area. This is another one that's for lease. Sears, I don't know how well they're doing, but the mall is not too lively right now. But not going to really show Sears. There's GNC again, Jcpenney. So this mall is probably about the average. I don't know if it's doing better or worse than the average mall in America, but it so probably. Here are 2 more spaces that went bellied up. So there's been about 7 or 8 actual retail spaces here that are vacant. This is bellied up right here. I don't know what this used to be, but this is gone. Jcpenney looks like they might be doing okay. Another vacancy, they kind of tarped it off to kind of mask it, but for at least Mid-America management. The essential shop there, pretty well dead. Claire's, a couple people in there. Christopher and Banks, I can't really tell, but another space that went bellied up. CJ Banks. Buckle. They're not. It's about 3 or 4 in there. Maurice is right here. Here you got a couple more that are vacant right here. Looks like the place used to be called Just for Dance, and they are out. And this place right here is open. Looks like they may have had something to do with the park, Discover Your Park, but that is bellied up right there. Elder Beerman. There's a lot of the older Beermans that have closed, so I don't know what this one's doing to survive, but they look like they might be doing so-so. Shoe Sensation's got about 10 or 12 in there, so that might be doing somewhat decent. Here's an insurance place right here, Acceptance Auto Insurance. So, and BMV, I don't know why they would be inside a mall, but kind of beats me. BMV, they're already closed for the day, 8 to 12 on Saturday, so I'm going to show you guys the outside of this mall, then we're going to end this one. Here's the outside of the mall. I thought about making a separate video for those other 2 spaces at the end that were vacant, but I'm just going to combine it with this video. No really sense to make a separate video, but this mall does not look like it is doing that well. Overall, there's probably around 20-30 cars down each aisle, but probably a lot of these people are employees because it's really not that lively in this place. It's getting to be about 1:45 in the afternoon, and this mall was the main purpose of my trip up here today, because I wanted to see just how good this place was doing or how it was not doing. And well, you've seen about 10 to 15 vacancies in the mall overall, and I don't know who's gonna belly up next, but as customers have cheaper options online, they could get the same stuff for half the price in the convenience of their own home. There's just not a need for these malls anymore. I did a video of the Beaver Creek Mall in this area a couple weeks ago, and they were, well, about a month ago, and they on a Saturday evening around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and they were doing horrible. So this has less vacancies than that mall in Beaver Creek. This has more vacancies than there. This really is not a big mall. I mean, you could almost, if you probably watch about 5 minutes of that Beaver Creek Fairfield Commons video, that pretty well is about the length of this mall right here, and it's went bellying up like all the rest of it right here. So I don't know how long this place can survive, but overall it looks to be doing better than most other places. Economically, this city does not look in that bad shape of economically compared to other places. But as I said, I'm in Piqua, Ohio, which is in north central Miami County, about 10 miles north of Troy, 10 miles south of Sidney, 30 miles north of Dayton. And I'm going to be up here for the rest of the afternoon, so I'm going to get some good footage of this place for you guys. Restaurant location for lease. Well, it clearly is not a good endeavor. There's a sign up there. I just decided to film this with my cell phone camera because if I would have gotten stopped by a security guard, it's easier to put that away than it is the regular camera. But I'm going to get some good footage of hopefully some nice neighborhoods, maybe some not so nice neighborhoods. I'm going to be heading to downtown Piqua to see how things are doing downtown. It's a pretty nice little quaint little area, but we shall see. Yep, Wenco, a team builder. What are you a team at building? Alright, anyways, YouTube, that's going to be it for this one. Signing off from Miami Valley Center Mall in Piqua, Ohio. I'm going to get some more good footage of this town for you guys. It's going to mainly be a lot of residential stuff and industrial focus, though.